Vivian, what is your favourite hawker centre?
Definitely Chom Chom. You know, it's a huge favourite with so many Singaporeans, and it really has the best carrot cake, the best Hokkien mee, the best stingray, and the best kangkong. And
I see you have a list.
yes.
Well, imagine you're there and you're having your lunch during your 1 hour lunch break. You know, you're trying to eat quickly so you can get back to work, and then suddenly you hear punching sounds, and you turn around and see two hawkers involved in a fist fight with their customers.
Oh, wow. Well, that's exactly what happened to Stomper Julia, who was involved in a fight with a hawker couple from China. She says she took a portion of anchovies from a container that was placed outside their store in Food Loft at Clementi Avenue 3. Apparently, Stomper Julia says, the lady owner started to raise her voice at me saying, "You Singaporeans who are paying so little money want to have so much of everything."
Julia's husband then took pictures of the lady hawker who complained to her husband, and then the couple attacked Julia and her husband. Julia says, "We had to run for our dear lives as they continued to chase us, kicking and banging at our locked car. The woman even stood in front of our car to stop us from driving away, while her husband kicked and slammed the car from behind."
That is incredible. Stomper Julia sustained back and head injuries while her husband's eyes were swollen. Their son was not spared either. He got a blue-black under his right eye. Julia added the medical bill was $180 and all because of some extra anchovies. We also made a police report later that night.
80% of people were enraged. Stomper Gentleman 30 said, "It is not as if we're going to ask the hawkers to put more meat or noodles for free, right? Chilies, anchovies are just some very minor portions, and if the hawkers leave it outside, the customers can take them."
I think the same way, but some other stompers, like Stomper Agnes C. EY said, "Come on Singaporeans, don't you guys know that before taking someone else's item, you have to ask, if not that's considered stealing?"
Well, another Stomper, General Stomp, was appalled when his request for cutlery was turned down by a food stall in Taman Jurong Hawker Centre. According to the Stomper, the cutlery were meant for his young daughter, and as the food served was piping hot. The Stomper said, as they were freshly deep-fried and served in a basket, "I asked the shop owner for a plate, fork and knife for my young daughter."
The hawker insisted he will not give any cutlery to Stomper General Stomp. While General Stomp was very angry over the incident and pledged to boycott the stall, most Stompers did not sympathize with her. Stomper Patronex, for example, said, "You are dining at a hawker stall and not a fine dining restaurant. Don't expect too much for what you're paying. Fried chicken is to be consumed with your hands generally."
Well, you know, Vivian, I would think would have been okay to help her a little. I mean, This is a one-off case and it's a pair of cutlery, that's all. It's nothing great. And it would have helped the poor child eat the chicken wings, right?
Definitely, I agree. Here's another hawker who ruffled some feathers. Stomper Boozer said that the rude stall holders of a chicken rice stall in Sia Im Food Centre left him shocked and upset when they told him that he had to pay an extra 50 cents to add chili to his packet of chicken rice. He added that the chicken rice sold at the stall is already sold at quite high a price of $4.
"Such lousy attitude and service," he actually exclaimed. But Stompers pointed out that since he was asking for extra sambal chili, he should pay for it. For example, Stomper Sop Rally asked, "Do you know how much is the cost of the price of chili?" Of course! The hawkers need to earn their money too. Another Stomper Mammoth SG, came to the stallholder's defense. He said, "The sambal chili is obviously a product here that makes the food special, and hence it requires extra cost. It's business."
I don't know. It really annoys me when I go to any place and I have all this food and I just ask for a little extra something and I still have to pay.
I mean, if certain stalls offer freebies like extra chili or anchovies on their own, then well and good. But I also understand that we can't be always asking for extras because that will mean that the stallholders can't cover that cost. So I think it's a give and take.
I suppose. Next up, meet these Singaporeans who are not complaining about public transport because they have brought their own seats.